Hi, I'm Bob Sorsel. The Port of Seattle recently announced that they're going to close a section of the Elliott Bay Trail through Interbay in June 2023. I'm going to take you through some route options you can use for both this closure and future closures. Let's check them out. This section of the Elliott Bay Trail will be closed for a day on June 7th, 2023, originally announced as a 5-day closure. Starting from Centennial Park along the Elliott Bay Trail, we'll first use the Port of Seattle's suggested detour, then my recommended route, and last take a look at a potential better detour. For each route, we'll end at the two-way protected bike lane on 20th Avenue West, just north of West Dravis Street. Let's ride the Port of Seattle's suggested route. These routes can be done in both directions. From the Elliott Bay Trail, we'll follow the signs towards Elliott Avenue. Use the crosswalk, and then turn right onto the sidewalk of the West Gaylor Street flyover. We'll use the ramps to get down to street level. At 15th Avenue, turn left onto the sidewalk. It's important to be on the west side of 15th Avenue here. Now, this part is tricky. Cross the first crosswalk, then immediately turn left onto the sidewalk. Crossing Magnolia Bridge, the Port of Seattle recommends that cyclists dismount and walk their bikes for about half a mile here. The sidewalk is narrow, and this is supposed to be a two-way trail detour. That's about 5 foot 9 inches wide. It's because of this section that I decided to make this video and recommend a different route. Continue on the sidewalk down the ramp towards ground level. At the bottom of the ramp, we'll reach another part of the Elliott Bay Trail. If you're headed to Smith Cove, you can turn left here. For the detour, we'll turn right and head north on the Elliott Bay Trail. When the trail gets to 20th Avenue West, we'll have reached the north end of the trail closure. If you want to continue north towards the Ship Canal Trail, turn left onto 20th Avenue. At Thorndike Avenue, we can use a two-way protected bike lane. We'll end this detour route just after crossing West Dravis Street. Now, let's ride my recommended route. From the Elliott Bay Trail, we'll follow the same directions as the Port of Seattle's route to get to the West Gaylor Street flyover. At 15th Avenue, use the crosswalk and turn left. You can use either the bus lane or the sidewalk if you're more comfortable. Just remember, riding in a curbside bus lane is legal for bicycles in the state of Washington. Keep right and use the exit ramp towards Dravis Street. Turn left onto West Dravis Street. After crossing a bridge over railroad tracks, we'll turn right onto the two-way protected bike lane on 20th Avenue and reach the end of the detour. Looking at both the Port of Seattle's suggestion and my recommended detour routes, they both have a common problem. There is very little safe bicycle infrastructure to use. But there is potential for a better detour route that could be used for future closures. From Centennial Park, if we continue north on the Elliott Bay Trail, we could turn left and head towards Pier 91. Taking a tour using Google Maps Street View, the detour could follow the route used for cruise passenger traffic. It's flat, has a low speed limit, and directly connects to the Elliott Bay Trail on the west side of the Magnolia Bridge. We would then follow the rest of the Port of Seattle's suggested detour to 20th Avenue, then north towards the Ship Canal Trail. Implementing this detour would take some effort, but I think it's worth it to ensure that people have a safe and easy-to-follow detour around trail closures in Interbay. I hope this video helps you find safer ways to get around this closure and future closures of the Elliott Bay Trail through Interbay. If you want to see more of my content, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.